Annika Taina Miraj and Belcalis, Marlenis Zarima, better known by Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, have been in our ongoing food, so I will be breaking it down for you. Chapter 1 Motorsport. In 2018, Migos Cardi B and Nicki Minaj joined in a collab together for a song called Motorsport. Reportedly, everyone was done with THI part except Nick. She asked for another day, and they agreed. Then her hairstylist cancelled the day of set, so she went the next day. In 2019, after the fight was resparked, she says this about Motorsport.
Do you want to address the existing rumor that you're taking shots at Cardi?
Is that an existing rumor?
There's a rumor around, but that's in another song, the snippet from the other song, not Chun Li, the snippet from the other song. There's definitely a story out there about the song do you not know about this?
I had no clue. That particular song I wrote in Paris about a year and a half ago. It was actually for Drake's last album.
You're kidding?
That's to tell you how long ago I wrote that song.
Wow.
Yep.
So is that going to be on the record, on the album?
I don't know. I definitely didn't want to discuss a leak. I mean, why would I want to do that?
That's fair enough. Let's talk about this. So focus.
But I will say,
yeah.
Shout out to Cardi and all the new female rappers who've been doing their thing. And there's certain girls that show me like genuine love that I want to shout out.
Like,
shout out to Miss Banks. She's from, I told her when I bring the tour to London, I want her to come out because she's just shown me genuine love. And Cash Doll always shows me genuine love. Asian Doll always shows me genuine love. There's a new girl who showed me genuine love the other day. Malibu Mitch, I think is her name. And so it just warms my heart when the girls do that. I'm not gonna lie and say and act like it doesn't. It makes me so good. It makes me feel so good. With Cardi B, she's done exactly what she should have done. She's just gone full steam ahead, and congratulations to her. The only thing with Cardi that really, really, really hurt my feelings was the first interview she did after Motorsport came out. I remember, when I first came in the game, if a female of that stature had done a feature with me on it, I would only be, singing their praises and saying thank you. The first interview she did after Motorsport came out, it just really hurt me because she looked so aggravated and angry, and the only thing she kept saying was, "Oh, I didn't hear that verse. She changed her verse." I was like, what? I remember when I first did a song with Trina for the first time. That's why to this day I love Trina, because she is the first female rapper I think that acknowledged me behind the scenes and said that I want you to be on my album. Till this day, you've never heard me speak ill of Trina just because of that.
Yeah,
that's very important. And so her most recent interview, Cardi, that's when I just came back on Instagram and I saw it. And I felt good. I finally felt like she said something genuinely nice, about me. But with Motorsport, I kind of felt ambushed. I felt like Quavo at that time was, Quavo is my baby. I love Quavo. And at the time, I went on Twitter and I explained how Motorsport came about. And, people were saying that I was lying. So I texted Quavo and I said, hey, just, could you back me up on this? Because, I don't want people to think I'm lying. What do I have to lie about? And he didn't back me up. And, he texted me. He was like, I would go on Twitter and back you up if you were my girl. LOL. And that hurt because he's somebody, I love him, And there are certain rappers, who I call my baby. Quavo, Uzi is my baby. Sway Lee's my baby. And so Quavo told me, I'm not gonna go on Twitter and address that shit, man. If I do an interview, then I'll address it. And I was like, yikes, because it hurt my feelings to know that people would watch me be slaughtered, and not one person will step in to say the truth. They will run with that lie because it's. Can I have some water? please. They'll allow people to run with the lie because it's entertaining to make Nicki seem like a bad guy, and it's sad. Quavo texted me. I still have the text in my phone. First of all, Quavo came to my studio and played Motorsport. He was the only person on Motorsport. I said, oh, that's a hit. That's out of here. I want to get on that one. He wanted me to get on a record call for keeps. Actually, for keeps. I said, no, please, 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 let's do Motorsport. He came back after and said, all the guys going to be on Motorsport. I was like, okay, yeah, I figured that. I knew that much because I knew they were working on their group album. And he texted me and he said, is it okay to put Cardi on it? And I still have the text in my phone where I said, yeah, let's do it. And that's the only story I told. I said exactly how it came about. And when it was time to clear the air about that, no one did that. Everybody, all of them allowed me to look like I lied. And, even with the scheduling conflict, she's using my hairdresser now, so even he can attest to the fact. Tokyo, he knows that there really was a scheduling conflict, and it was because of him. He's the one that couldn't show up. And I texted him, I said, that if I don't show up the day she's shooting, they're going to act like it's because I'm doing it to be mean, with the current Nicki hate train. And he wasn't able to come, he had something to do, and that's fine. So I had to shoot on another day. They all knew that, especially if you're using my hairdresser now. He can attest to that. And you still did interviews, and y'all all still jumped around that. And just to paint Nicki as the bad person so that you could play the victim. And that really, really hurt me. Because I really fully supported her. And up until this recent interview that she did, I had never seen her show me genuine love in an interview. And I could just imagine how many girls wish they could have been on a song with Nicki Minaj. And I mean, I'm not saying it in a cocky way, but yikes. I'm not saying that in a cocky way. I'm saying it like the first thing out of your mouth when someone asks you about a Nicki Minaj feature is, she changed her version of it. Excuse me? It's because of the Nicki hate parade that she felt the comfortability to address me in that manner.
Then Cardi responds.
And since you want to bring that Motorsport shit up again, I'm glad you brung it up because I've been dying to talk about it for a hot minute. First of all, you changed your verse 2 or 3 times, and the day before we were supposed to do the Motorsport video, you turned in your last verse of it. And I was not feeling of you talking about, if Cardi the QB, I'm Nick Lombardi, following it up with, bitch, you my son, go sit on a potty. Bitch, you not my coach, because you never helped me to get in the career, and I'm nothing like you, so I'm definitely not your son. I'm a real-ass person, you not. And I called you that night, and I got the receipts, babe. All right, there's my phone. I'm going to my camera that I went all the way up. October 22nd, this was your number. I called you twice and you didn't answer. No, show you. It's from the beginning. And I told my label, I'm not doing the video if she don't change her verse. And then my thing is, if you had a problem that I went on the radio and I said that you changed your verse, which you did, which I'm not lying, sis, you had a whole 6 months to call my phone and talk about it like a grown-ass woman, or you could have hit up Quavo so we could link up like the first time that we linked up and talk about shit in LA. But no, you waited a whole 6 months when you dropped the single to talk about it. How convenient is that? Wow, how convenient that.
Let me know if you guys would like other video on NYC Fashion Week fiasco.